The world's biggest electric car maker is no longer Tesla. It's BYD. They sold over 3 million electric and plug-in cars last year. They dethroned the king. And I just spent a week driving their best shot at Tesla's heart, the BYD Seal, back-to-back with the Model 3. Here's the question nobody's answering honestly. When you strip away the brand, which car is actually better? This matters because you or someone you know is about to spend $50,000 on an electric sedan, and for the first time, it's not a one-horse race. This isn't about China versus America. This is about you getting the most for your money. The pressure of this competition is why Tesla just dropped the price of the Model 3. BYD changed the game. If you care about value, technology, or the future of cars, you need to understand this comparison, because what you think you know is already out of date. This is the BYD Seal. Think of it as the Model 3's twin from a parallel universe. Same mission, a sleek, sporty, all-electric four-door sedan. Same size, almost to the millimeter. It comes in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive performance versions. The range is excellent, over 350 miles in the long-range version. But again, that's not the story. The story is that this is the flagship product from a company that makes its own batteries, its own chips, its own motors. They're the vertical integration masters. This is their statement piece. And it's built for the person who wants a Model 3 but is looking sideways at the price tag. Reason 1. The price gap is a canyon. In markets where they both sell, like Europe or Australia, a fully loaded dual-motor performance BYD Seal often costs $10,000 to $15,000 less than a similarly equipped Tesla Model 3 Performance. Let that sink in. For the same money as a mid-range Model 3, you can get the top-spec Seal. This isn't a small discount. This is a different league of value. Reason 2. The Seal is tuned for daily sanity. The Model 3 is sporty, firm, connected. The Seal is calm, composed, and quiet. The ride is noticeably smoother. The cabin is significantly quieter at highway speeds. The seats are plusher. If your priority is arriving relaxed, not exhilarated, the Seal makes a compelling case. It solves the "my back hurts and I can't hear my passengers" problems. Reason 3. Premium details you don't expect. This is what $70K felt like in 2020 moment. Heated, cooled, and massaging seats, standard. A crystal electronic gear selector. Real metal and soft touch materials everywhere. A driver's display screen, something the Model 3 doesn't even have. The Seal doesn't feel minimalist, it feels lavish. So, it's cheaper, more comfortable, and more lavishly equipped. On paper, this should be a knockout, but here's where it gets complicated. Driving them back-to-back is a masterclass in different philosophies. Here's the honest truth. The Tesla Model 3 still has the sharper edge. The steering is more direct. The acceleration, especially the throttle response, feels instantaneous and brutal. The software, the infotainment, the phone app, the navigation is still the gold standard. And the Supercharger network is an unbeatable advantage for road trips. The BYD Seal feels more mature, more refined. It's the quieter, more comfortable cruiser. The interior quality is objectively better. And for the price, it offers so much more stuff. Here's my hot take. The Tesla is the better driver's car and the better road trip car. The BYD is the better daily commuter and luxury experience. The question isn't which is better, it's what are you actually buying this car for? If you had to choose today, based purely on the product and price in front of you, does the Tesla's software and charging network justify that massive price premium? That's the debate. And now, the American elephant in the room. You can buy this in Europe, Australia, Thailand, Mexico, but not the US. Why? 3 clear reasons. First, the 27.5% tariff on Chinese-made cars. That $50,000 seal instantly becomes a $64,000 seal. The core value proposition, the price advantage, is obliterated before it even arrives. Second, it's strategic. BYD is focusing on markets it can win now. Building a US dealer network, dealing with our specific regulations, and entering a politically charged environment is a massive, expensive distraction when the rest of the world is wide open. Third, they're coming, but on their own terms. BYD is already building buses in California and looking at a battery plant. They're studying the market. They may enter with a different model or even build a factory here, bypassing the tariffs entirely. So it's not a never, it's a not yet. And for American consumers, that means the most intense competition in the EV world is happening somewhere else.
This comparison is a microcosm of the biggest shift in the auto industry in a century. BYD isn't just competing on price, they're competing on vertical integration and speed. They control their own battery supply, the most expensive part of the car. They can adapt and change models faster than any legacy automaker. The Seal proves they can build a car that matches Tesla on the fundamentals and beats them on interior finish and value. The pressure this puts on Volkswagen, Toyota, GM, and Ford is existential. If a company you barely know can build a car this good, this cheaply, what's your excuse? The era of coasting on brand loyalty is over. The benchmark has been reset. The BYD Seal versus Tesla Model 3 battle shows the future. Relentless competition on cost, technology, and value. The winner? Us, the consumers. Because now everyone has to try harder. Here's my single question for you, and I read every comment. Which is more important to you in your next car? The raw value and premium features of something like the BYD Seal, or the proven software and seamless charging network of the Tesla? Let me know below. If this head-to-head helped you, hitting that like button helps the channel massively. Subscribe. Next week, we're driving the electric pickup that's outselling the Ford F-150 in its home country. It's not a Cybertruck. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the comments.